Morning. Today's topic is going to be about what the essential gear you need in order to start up and start building that portfolio. So, um, I'm not saying this is all the gear that you need to be all set up and go shoot your first wedding. That's not what I'm saying at all. You need a lot more gear than you think for shooting your first wedding. So, this is more, I'm focusing on the type of equipment that you need in order to start building your portfolio and asking family and friends to model for you and going to cool locations and that kind of thing. So that's more what I'm getting at. And the good news is you only need a couple pieces of equipment. They're very, very cost effective. So for one thing, when starting up, just buy a used camera body. It's not very expensive. I would recommend, though, getting a full frame sensor. So I started off with the Canon 5D Mark II model. I went onto Craigslist and started searching for it and found one that I wanted. It cost $1,000 just for the body, no lenses. And I met up with a guy in RBC bank parking lot. So I was kind of thinking this is a bit sketchy at the time. I didn't tell my family where I was going because I didn't want anyone to question it. But yeah, that's where I bought my first camera body. So I highly recommend just buying used. Save yourself the money when starting out. So that right there, $1,000. Then I went to Best Buy because I'm like, well, I got a camera body, but I have no lenses. So then I went to Best Buy and asked the guy working there, hey, I'm looking for a portrait lens. Basically what I want is just something that blurs the background. I didn't even know what that was called in the photographer world. I was just asking him, I want something that kind of blurs the background. So he led me to what was a 50 millimeter lens. It's a tiny little lens. And actually, you know what? I got it right here. So let me just pull that out here. Here she is. This is my 50 millimeter lens. I still have it, still use it to this day. It's a really, really awesome lens. So, this guy here, $100, really, really cost effective. I get so much use out of it. So, that right there, I got those two things. The last thing that I required was a card flash reader. So that I got on Amazon. It's just a CF reader, $10 right there. So, those were the three things that I needed in order to get going when it comes to equipment. And as I already had a laptop, so that would be another thing. If you don't have a laptop, you'll need that as well. But yeah, between those three things, that's literally the only gear that I had when I started grabbing family and friends of friends to start modeling for me. So I had the used body, as I mentioned, where I picked that up from a guy at a bank parking lot. I bought the Nifty 50, as I like to call it, $100 at Best Buy, and I got the CF reader on Amazon, $10. So that right there, $11.60 to start up, not too bad. So that was how much it cost me to start up. Since then, I've spent a lot more on gear, but this video is just focused on what kind of stuff you need in order to start up and the cost behind that. So yeah, I mean, if this is something you want to do, that's how much it's going to cost in order to get going. And those are my recommendations. Obviously, if you want to do more research elsewhere, go for it. This is just what I'm recommending in order to start up. So thanks for tuning in. See you later.